Hey guys, what's going on? Talk Forest TV. Finished 1-0. Quite a deflated fan tonight, but I think Forest showing good character tonight in going down to 10 men with disappointed with Jordan Smith. I mean, what a joke he was to actually make the mistake at the end that tried to blame the defenders for it, even though he could have came out and caught that instead of trying punching it, and then got himself sent off for a reckless challenge which he shouldn't have made. I mean, if we would have went round and put it 2-0, I would have been happy with 2-0 down, because I would have thought with 11 men on the pitch we could have actually got something out of that. But because Jordan Smith went in for him, went down 10 men, and I felt so for Soldini tonight, to be fair. They had to bring Soldini off just because of a mistake from Jordan Smith. I mean, I'm disappointed, and from what Forest fans were saying, it's the end of Jordan Smith's career at Forest. From what Forest fans were saying to me, but that it was good character from Forest going down to 10 men. You never would have guessed that Forest would have had 10 men on the pitch. Bury would have probably had around 10-15 minutes of really good possession where they looked dangerous, but by that, Forest will actually look quite decent. Yeah, they let us play around them, but Forest looked more of a decent team tonight, and I thought, without saying too much, but I thought Forest looked quite decent, and I always thought that Forest would have scored late on tonight. I thought we'd shown that little bit more. If we had that little bit more quality, even when we had 11 men tonight, and even with 10 men, I thought we would have scored a lot more goals. But Bury would have just had a lot more that men putting in front of balls and actually not letting us shoot. And you know what, Matty Cash, good goal from him. He scored a cracking goal against Bury tonight, and he probably deserved it. It's very effortless there, but it just his touch and his quality wasn't as sharp as it was on Saturday. Personally, I thought the penalty shootout, quite a good penalty shootout. I always thought Forest were going to win that, but it seemed like went to penalties, and it seemed like we went down to 10 men. But a good character by Forest, there was always going to be that. Fair play to Bury, they put 10 men behind the ball, which I expect, and I said in my preview that Bury, they would do that, and a lot of teams do that, but Bury made it a lot more harder for us to actually get back in. And fair to play to Forest, they kept on knocking, they kept on doing everything which I know they're good at, and they actually broke down Bury and actually equalised. So I think there ain't no shadow of doubt tonight, Forest did the job and actually got back into the tie, and there wasn't no shadow of doubt. Shame about Matty Cash missing that penalty, and you could see by his reaction he couldn't even watch Forest that penalty which Luke still saved. So I think in one way, I felt sorry for him, but I think Forest did the job. Forest just kept on banging, and this, even if we had this team under Mark Warburton last season and played Bury, we would have lost that. So I think we were quite lucky to beat Shrewsbury last season. So I think one of them ones, we won it. You know what, we did the job tonight. Shame about Jordan Smith getting sent off and doing something that he shouldn't have done and making that challenge. And it just frustrates me that he actually didn't look bothered that he got sent off, just by his action. But I think Forest did the job. It's a new character and team spirit that they actually shown tonight by winning the game and against Bury, which they should have won it on paper and should have won it with the team that we actually put out. But I think we did the job, and I think a lot of fans that will stay tonight, I know a lot of you fans that probably didn't go thinking, oh, we should roll Bury over. Like I said to a couple of lads, a lot of fans thinking, oh, should roll teams over like this, but we didn't, because a lot of lower league teams are a lot more equipped, better, and they know how to defend against bigger teams, and they have a lot more knowledge about things. So I think it's a good result. We did the job that we needed to. Vinny, Scammer, your twins, mate. Chin up. But I think good result. Got through to the next final talk. we did something, we did the job, and that won't bother back tonight, but the only thing I'm disappointed about Jordan Smith tonight. Thank you for watching Talk Forest TV. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Do get your comments in on the YouTube channel. Give us what you think about the game tonight. Obviously it's a fan channel for you guys, so get your comments in. I respect you, folks. Cheers, mate. Thank you for the banner. Do get your comments coming in. Give us your thoughts about the game. I'd like to thank you. Goodbye.